Taxand Tax Updates. Disclaimer: the following information is intended only to be a guide. It must not be relied on in or applied to specific situations without previously seeking proper professional advice. The implementation of the 12% VAT rate. The government has issued Ministry of Finance or MOF Regulation Number 131 of 2024, which comes into effect starting January 1, 2025. The issuance of MOF Regulation 131 of 2024 is a follow-up by the government in their implementation of the mandate of Law Number 7 of 2021 regarding the harmonization of tax regulations, which set a VAT rate of 12% that will come into effect by no later than January 1, 2025, while, on the other hand, still realizing the aspect of justice for the community. Based on the provisions of MOF Regulation 131 of 2024, the VAT calculation mechanism may be divided into three categories. A. Luxury goods subject to sales tax on luxury goods. B. Goods and services excluding luxury goods. C. Deliveries using other value as a tax base or VAT at certain amounts that have been regulated in separate tax regulations. A. Luxury goods subject to sales tax on luxury goods. For the import and/or delivery of taxable goods classified as luxury goods in the form of motor vehicles and others excluding motor vehicles, which are subject to sales tax on luxury goods, VAT is owed at a rate of 12% of the tax base in the form of the selling price or import value. The types of luxury goods subject to sales tax on luxury goods refer to MOF Regulation Number 141/PMK.010/2021 as last amended through MOF Regulation Number 42/PMK.010/2022 for motor vehicles, MOF Regulation Number 96/PMK.03/2021 as last amended through MOF Regulation Number 15/PMK.03/2023 for others excluding motor vehicles such as luxury residences with a selling price of more than or equal to 30 billion Indonesian rupiah, hot air balloon group, aircraft group, firearms group, luxury yacht group. There are transitional provisions for taxable entrepreneurs who make deliveries of luxury taxable goods to buyers with end consumer characteristics starting from January 1, 2025 until January 31, 2025. Specifically, that the VAT payable is calculated at a rate of 12% of the other value tax base amounting to 11 or 12 of the selling price. Effective VAT rate of 11%. B. Goods and services on others excluding luxury goods. For the import and/or delivery of other non-luxury taxable goods, the delivery of taxable services, and the utilization of intangible taxable goods and/or taxable services from outside the customs area within the customs area, VAT is payable at a rate of 12% from the other tax base value of 11 or 12 of the import value, selling price, or replacement. Thus, the effective VAT rate remains at 11%, even though the applicable VAT rate has become 12%. Furthermore, the application of the Tax Invoice Transaction Code still refers to the DGT Regulation Number PER-03/PJ/2022 as last amended through PER-11/PJ/2022, in which the Tax Invoice Transaction Code for the delivery of taxable goods or taxable services using other value tax base is 04. However, if the delivery receives VAT facilities that are not collected or exempted, then the Tax Invoice Transaction Code used remains as 07 or 08 with the other value tax base of 11 or 12. If the delivery is done for VAT collectors or government agencies, then the tax invoice transaction code used remains as 02 or 03 with the other value tax base of 11 or 12. C. Deliveries using other values as a tax base or VAT at certain amounts that have been regulated in separate tax regulations. In Article 4, Paragraph 1 of MOF Regulation 131 of 2024, there is an exemption for taxable entrepreneurs who collect VAT on the transfer of taxable goods or taxable services using other value tax base or VAT at certain amounts, the provisions of which have been regulated in separate tax regulations, including own use or free gifts that are subject to VAT with other value tax base, self-building activities that are subject to VAT at certain amounts, postal parcel delivery services, freight forwarding services, crypto asset trading, insurance agent services, etc., that are subject to VAT at certain amounts. Therefore, for deliveries that are subject to VAT using other value tax bases or VAT at certain amounts as referred to above, the calculation of other value tax base or VAT at certain amounts still refer to the applicable provisions and may not use the calculation of the other value tax base of 11 or 12 as referred to in MOF Regulation 131 of 2024. Thank you for listening to PB Taxand Tax Updates.